The Premier League has showcased some of the greatest attacking midfielders since 1992, players known for creating goal-scoring opportunities and contributing goals themselves. These skillful and intelligent players use vision and movement to dismantle defenses. Here, we rank the top 10 attacking midfielders in Premier League history based on their impact and role. So, let's get started. Number 10. Santi Cazorla. Santi Cazorla was a very silky player to watch during his prime years at Arsenal. He had a good burst of speed to mix in with his low center of gravity and his excellent passing and shooting technique. What made the former Spanish international difficult to stop was the fact he had no weaker foot, so when he drove at the defense in a central position, he could feed passes into runners from any angle. The Spaniard spent 6 years at Arsenal, where he served up 25 goals and 35 assists in 129 Premier League appearances. Cazorla was also known for his excellent dead ball qualities. Because he was two-footed, he was able to take in-swinging corners or wide free kicks from either side of the pitch. He's considered to be one of the greatest two-footed players of all time. Number 9. Mesut Ozil. Moving on to another former Arsenal playmaker, Mesut Ozil was an absolute magician with the ball at his feet. Quite different to his former Gunners teammate Santi Cazorla, nevertheless, they were just as effective. Ozil was not blessed with speed, so he had to rely on his exquisite touch. He often played 1- and 2-touch passing combinations in and around the box to unlock the defense. Throughout his 8 years at Arsenal, the German became synonymous for his bounce pass, or even sometimes using this action to score goals by hitting the top of the ball, which made the ball bounce into the ground and then spin over the diving goalkeeper. Even though he never won a Premier League title, Ozil is still regarded as one of the best central attacking midfielders in Premier League history. He conjured up 33 goals and 55 assists during his top-flight career. Number 8. Juan Mata. Juan Mata is probably up there as one of the most technically gifted players in Premier League history to never win a title, despite playing for 2 giant clubs in Chelsea and Manchester United. The Spaniard often operated in the number 10 position during his prime years at Chelsea, and he favored the right half space where he could receive the ball on the half turn and deliver a through ball, an in-swinging cross, or unleash a venomous shot from distance. He was known as a free kick specialist too. During his 11-year Premier League career, Mata netted 52 goals and provided 55 assists, twice winning Chelsea's Player of the Year award. Number 7. Christian Eriksen. Christian Eriksen is undeniably one of the best number 10s in the Premier League era. During his days at Tottenham Hotspur, the Danish international produced several highlight moments, whether that was a sublime pass or a strike from distance. Eriksen's role at Spurs was the traditional number 10 role, and he thrived in this position. Despite not being blessed with great physical attributes, his reading of the game and his technical gifts more than made up for his lack of athleticism. Nowadays, Eriksen plies his trade at Manchester United, where he plays a bit deeper. Eriksen has played in the Premier League for 12 years now, and he is close to achieving his 300th appearance in the competition, where he has registered 54 goals and 79 assists. Number 6. Joe Cole. Joe Cole is one of the most versatile players on this list. He was capable of on either wing, as a number 10, or even in a slightly deeper midfield role. His best Premier League years came during his time at Chelsea under Jose Mourinho, where he would win 3 Premier League titles. The Englishman was best known for his incredible agility and dribbling, which often made him extremely difficult to stop. In fact, he was even once praised by the great Pelé, who stated that he has the skills of a Brazilian. Throughout his time as a Premier League player, he racked up 46 goals and 38 assists in 379 appearances. Number 5. Cesc Fabregas. Cesc Fabregas is one of the very best playmakers we have witnessed since the Premier League era began. The Spaniard's array of passing was exceptional for both Arsenal and Chelsea. Initially, he started in a traditional number 6 role for Arsenal, but as he became more experienced, he became more of an attack-minded midfielder. Although he played many more games for Arsenal, Fabregas would win both of his Premier League trophies during his days at Stamford Bridge. Fabregas finished his top-flight career with 50 goals and 117 assists to his name. Number 4. Paul Scholes. Paul Scholes is one of the most talented players England has ever produced. He had excellent passing range, often splitting teams open with balls over the top of the defense. Equally, he had an eye for a goal, lurking around the edge of the box for a loose ball to drop his way so he could have a crack at it. It wasn't just his ability that made Scholes great, it was also his longevity, having accumulated 499 Premier League appearances throughout his illustrious career. The former Manchester United man won 11 Premier League titles under Sir Alex Ferguson, making him the most decorated player on this list. Number 3. Frank Lampard. Following up from one Englishman to another, we turn our attention to Frank Lampard. The reason the Chelsea legend gets the nod over Paul Scholes to get into the top 3 is simply because Lampard was more fundamental to his team. Scholes had the privilege of playing with the very best players in the world, in almost every position. But that wasn't always the case for Frank Lampard at Chelsea. Besides, his goals and assists return for a midfielder was insane. He scored 177 goals and made 114 assists in the Premier League. While a lot of those goals were penalties, Lampard practically trademarked the late run into the penalty area to get on the end of a cutback and finish it in style. Lampard won 3 Premier League titles during his time at Chelsea and is remembered as one of the Blues' greatest ever players. Number 2. David Silva. Nobody can put into words how good of a player David Silva truly was during his prime years. The Spanish playmaker was agile, a skillful dribbler, and he could pull off the most audacious passes and shots you could even imagine. At Manchester City, Silva thrived in the final third, often shifting the ball quickly, dropping the shoulder to evade his man, or even manipulating defenders with his eyes as he played reverse through balls to attackers. Silva registered 60 goals and 95 assists throughout his Premier League career, which was 10 years long. In that decade, he won 4 Premier League trophies. Number 1. Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne ranks as the greatest attacking midfielder in Premier League history. The Belgian can do it all, even now at the age of 33. Even though he is regarded as a number 10, he often drops deep into midfield to receive the ball, taking it on the half-turn and then skipping away from his marker before producing a devastating through ball. De Bruyne has totaled 70 goals and 118 assists in 274 appearances. Since signing for Manchester City back in 2015, he has won 6 Premier League titles. And that's our list of the top 10 attacking midfielders in Premier League history. Think we missed someone? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. See you in the next video.